Welcome everyone to what is unquestionably one of the most surprising, thrilling, and culturally impactful moments in recent tennis history, as a remarkable scene is unfolding in the California desert that has tournament officials, seasoned analysts, and fans around the world in absolute disbelief. Indian Wells, a tournament highly regarded and often called the Fifth Grand Slam, is undergoing a dramatic transformation in its atmosphere, its crowd profile, and its overall energy as the entire Indian Wells tennis garden stands stunned because of one exceptionally gifted young woman from the Philippines. Thousands upon thousands of Alexandra Eala supporters have traveled to California, prepared to pack the stadium to capacity and create an unprecedented surge of backing that is on the verge of turning this prestigious American event into a home match for the Southeast Asian star. To fully grasp the scale of what is taking place in the Coachella Valley today, we must consider the traditional character of this tournament, which historically attracts a refined, reserved, and classic tennis audience made up of purists who sit quietly beneath the desert sun and respond to brilliant shot-making with respectful applause. Today, however, traffic along Interstate 10 tells a completely different story, as reports describe miles-long congestion caused not by typical weekend visitors, but by caravans decorated in the vibrant blue, red, white, and yellow of the Philippine flag, signaling that this is far more than a gathering because it is a movement. The large Filipino-American community, with deep roots across Southern California from Los Angeles to San Diego, has mobilized in a manner the tennis world has never witnessed, purchasing tickets at record-breaking speed, overwhelming resale platforms, and igniting chaos at ticket counters as the stadium grounds transform into a lively, thunderous display of national pride, reminiscent of the electric atmospheres usually reserved for Davis Cup finals or major international soccer tournaments, rather than a WTA tour event in the American desert. For those just discovering this phenomenon, the overwhelming and nearly frenzied support for this young athlete may raise questions, because Alexandra Eala is not merely a promising player, but a pioneer carrying the athletic aspirations of more than 100 million people, as she was born in Quezon City and began a journey few from her region have attempted by leaving home at a young age to refine her skills thousands of miles away at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, Spain, eventually becoming the first Filipino competitor to capture a junior Grand Slam singles title when she achieved that milestone at the US Open. While junior triumph does not always ensure professional fame, and the transition to the women's circuit is famously unforgiving, Eala has managed this challenging progression with calm yet fierce resolve, as she battled through lower-level ITF tournaments in modest venues without the benefit of loud crowds, simply to collect the ranking points required to stand on this stage. And now at Indian Wells, she is no longer a quiet prospect competing on outer courts, because she has become the headline attraction. The astonishment within the Indian Wells establishment is unmistakable, as tournament executives and security teams rush to adapt to an atmosphere they did not anticipate, while vendors sell out of merchandise and practice courts fill beyond capacity with spectators eager to watch her warm up, replacing the usual soft hum of the tennis garden with rhythmic chants, drum beats, and an explosion of celebration. Such intensity from fans is rare in tennis, although brief moments of similar excitement have accompanied the rise of stars like Naomi Osaka. Yet the unity behind Eala feels uniquely personal, because it represents years of witnessing one of their own endure hardship, make sacrifices, and ascend within a sport historically dominated by Europeans and Americans. This extraordinary scene reflects a deeper narrative about globalization in athletics, the influence of diaspora communities, and the undeniable brilliance of a young woman prepared to challenge the established order of tennis. Examining her game reveals a compelling blend of traditional resilience and contemporary power, as Eala competes left-handed, immediately granting her a strategic edge since her serve naturally curves away from a right-handed opponent's backhand on the ad court, a weapon she has polished with care, while her heavy topspin forehand, shaped under the mentorship of coaches at the Rafa Nadal Academy, reflects the influence of Rafael Nadal and explodes off the surface with sharp rotation that forces rivals deep behind the baseline and dictates rally patterns. Unlike players who depend solely on spin, she also wields a flat and penetrating two-handed backhand that allows her to redirect the ball down the line with impressive speed and precision, creating a versatile style well-suited to the slow, high-bouncing hard courts of Indian Wells, where the gritty surface amplifies her topspin and the dry desert air adds extra force to her aggressive strokes. Beyond physical skill, professional tennis demands psychological strength because stepping onto a major stadium court while knowing thousands traveled specifically to watch you represent your nation can be overwhelming, yet Eala displays remarkable composure by maintaining deliberate routines under pressure and executing her strategy with calm focus, a resilience shaped by years of carrying national expectations from a young age when every junior match drew media scrutiny and every result sparked widespread reaction, meaning that the roaring crowd in California serves not as distraction but as motivation. Within the current WTA landscape dominated by champions such as Iga Swiatek and powerful hitters like Aryna Sabalenka and Elena Rybakina, opportunities remain for adaptable rising talents, and Eala stands out because she is neither a simple power striker nor purely defensive retriever, but a strategic shapeshifter, capable of grinding from the baseline or stepping forward to seize time from opponents, qualities that will be tested in a demanding draw filled with seasoned competitors. Competing against her in this charged environment presents psychological strain because each unforced error draws thunderous cheers, while each winner sparks deafening celebration, turning the Filipino-American supporters into active participants who energize Eala and intensify pressure on her rivals. The broader economic and cultural effects are equally significant as tennis organizations seek global expansion and Southeast Asia represents immense untapped potential, with Eala positioned to inspire nationwide devotion similar to that once generated by boxing icon Manny Pacquiao, whose bouts captivated the Philippines, while for Indian Wells, the surge with passionate fans brings financial gain and worldwide visibility through viral imagery of flags and songs filling the venue, reshaping perceptions of tennis as a truly international sport capable of stirring profound grassroots enthusiasm. Her emergence also promises lasting influence across the Philippines and Southeast Asia by encouraging youth participation, stimulating investment in facilities, and validating the sacrifices of families who strive to support aspiring players despite financial barriers. Behind this ascent stands a devoted support network, including her family and the team at the Rafa Nadal Academy, whose belief and guidance refined her talent and instilled professional discipline, making this moment at Indian Wells not only a personal triumph, but a shared achievement that confirms years of dedication and vision. The convergence of her playing style tailored to desert conditions, her mental resilience shaped by national expectations, the extraordinary mobilization of the Filipino diaspora, and the cultural significance of her rise creates a narrative that transcends sport, because this is a story of representation, global connection, and a fearless young woman embracing her destiny. As this chapter continues to unfold, the excitement remains undeniable because regardless of how deep she advances in the tournament, she has already secured a symbolic victory by capturing worldwide attention and demonstrating the strength of Southeast Asian support, forever marking the day Filipino fans transformed the rhythm of Indian Wells and announcing the arrival of a new global star whose journey is only beginning.